Hi, thank you for watching and listening to Focus Black Oklahoma. My name is Arielle Davis, and now for some news from across the state. Over 60 protesters arrived at the state capitol on Monday, May 18th, to draw attention to continuing frustrations with the state's failing unemployment website and phone lines. Many in the state have yet to receive their unemployment from the Oklahoma Employment Security Commission, resources from the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, or other funds made available from the $3 trillion CARES Act passed in late March. Senator Roger Thompson, Republican representative for Okemah, proposed an amendment to House Bill 3996 to reverse current law which prohibits candidates for office or in office from using campaign funds for personal use. The bill would have allowed food purchases, clothing, gifts, mortgage and vehicle payments, vacations, interest on loans made by the candidate to his or her campaign, admission to athletic events, concerts, dues in country clubs, and more to be labeled as personal use and purchasable through campaign funds. The bill was pulled less than a week after it was introduced with little support. Thompson says the bill was passed by the House and pulled in the Senate only to attract attention to transparency. The U.S. Secret Service is blaming a Nigerian fraud ring using a, quote, substantial, unquote, database of personal information on individuals for fake unemployment claims in Oklahoma and other states. The potential losses could be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The Office Management and Enterprise Services stopped $35 million in payments deemed, quote, highly suspicious, unquote, at the onset of exponential unemployment claims. The Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation has created a task force to investigate these fraudulent claims. Jerry Brown, a Tulsa fire captain, was arrested this week for 2 separate bank robberies in the state. Brown is suspected of robbing Oklahoma Capital Bank in Skiatook of $57,783. Another $44,760,000 was stolen from an ATM and $217,000 from the Vault Exchange Bank in Sperry on May 7th. A witness who said he received $30,000 in cash from Brown tipped the FBI to Brown's possible involvement in both robberies, totaling over $320,000. An email sent out among the Norman Police Department on May 5th regarding new rules around personal protective equipment was replied to by Norman police officer Jacob McDonough with a meme of men in Ku Klux Klan masks preparing for a lynching. The image is from the 2012 film Django Unchained, with the film's dialogue written across the image of Klan members complaining about the discomfort of their masks. An investigation into Officer McDonough is underway, according to a City of Norman employee. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt announced that the state will be launching an online portal for Oklahoma state agencies, cities, and counties to apply for COVID-19 relief funding. Oklahoma's public officials and servants can now submit reimbursement requests to the state for any COVID-19 related expenses. This comes after the state received $1.2 billion in funding under the Federal CARES Act. The Oklahoma Department of Safety will be testing a marijuana breathalyzer in the coming months. The State Department was dedicated $300,000 legislative dollars to conduct a pilot program to test the breathalyzer. The test is designed to be pass or fail. If the pilot program is successful, the plan would need to go back to the state legislature. Under current state law, alcohol is the only substance allowed to be tested by breath. On May 7th, Governor Stitt signed Senate Bill 210 into law. Senate Bill 210 reinstates Oklahoma's absentee ballot notarization requirement, or it requires mail-in ballots to be accompanied by a photocopy of a voter's ID. Oklahoma is one of 3 states to enact these voting requirements. The legislation comes just days after the Supreme Court upheld the mandated statute from 2002 that states that absentee ballot voting may legally happen with the notarization or with a signed statement under penalty of perjury. Notarization is equated with a signed statement. Oklahoma will begin accepting out-of-state teaching certificates July 1st, 2020. Out-of-state teachers will be required to pass a criminal background check. Senate Bill 1125 is the state's effort to bring more qualified teachers to Oklahoma to combat the statewide teacher shortage. Governor Kevin Stitt signed Bill 1423, which increases the age to 21 years old for the purchase, possession, or sale of tobacco or vapor products. Prior to this legislation, the legal age to purchase tobacco and vape products was 18 years old. Arielle Davis, and this is Focus Black Oklahoma. Thank you for joining us.